Welcome, football fans, to this 2025 NFL preview for my Tampa Bay Buccaneers as we get ready to give you guys record predictions for the upcoming 2025 NFL season. We'll also go over MVP candidates and what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were able to do this offseason, including in the 2025 NFL Draft, to improve their team heading into the 2025 NFL season. Please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more NFL content all season right here on one of the most entertaining and exciting sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. And we'll kick things off with the key offseason moves for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they were able to re-sign wide receiver Chris Godwin to a contract extension and also able to re-sign linebacker Lavonte David. These are two big key re-signings for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this offseason, and we'll see it at the start of the season that wide receiver Chris Godwin more than likely missed the first couple of games as he's still recovering from that gruesome ankle injury that he suffered last season. And linebacker Lavonte David looks like he'll be able to finish out his career with one franchise as he should, especially with being one of the pillar defensive pieces for this Todd Bowles defense. And it's nice to see linebacker Lavonte David returning to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers where he belongs. And wide receiver Chris Godwin actually took less money to come back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so hopefully he gets healed up with that ankle injury and we'll see him sooner rather than later to start the 2025 NFL season. But guys, we'll also look at last season for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with their offensive rankings. We see in points per game, they ranked fourth in the league. Also on rushing offense, they ranked fourth in the league as well. And we're third in the league in passing offense. But on defense, we've seen that they struggled a little bit, especially protecting the pass, as we see their passing defense ranked in the bottom of the league at number 29. But they were top 5 in rush defense, fourth in the league last year. And overall, we're middle of the pack as far as points per game on defense as well. So that Todd Bowles defense looks to improve, but make sure they keep that running defense playing as good as it's been. They've been top 5 in the league as far as rush defense over the last few years. But we see they definitely addressed the secondary in the offseason as they were able to bring in a couple of different veteran quarterbacks, including signing cornerback Hall that comes back and also drafting Benjamin Morrison in the second round out of Notre Dame. So these two guys and more will definitely help out that secondary. We also see they spent a draft pick on Jacob Parrish out of Kansas State University. So we'll have another rookie back there in that secondary as well, but also bringing in a veteran like Vildor, who played last season for the Detroit Lions, most certainly will also help this secondary out. And hopefully Hall returns healthy after tearing his ACL last season and missing all of the year. So this secondary should definitely be well improved, especially with safety Antoine Winfield Jr. returning from when he had an injury-plagued season last year after being an all-pro safety just the year before and earning a contract extension that made him the highest paid safety in NFL history. So hopefully we'll see Winfield Jr. go right back to his all-pro safety playing days and be able to help out this secondary and this Todd Bowles defense that's been one of the most aggressive defenses over the last few years in the NFL. And I know there's a lot of NFL fans and a lot of Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans who get a little aggravated with Todd Bowles and his aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, but I like that because you want your guys to know that you want them to play for you and play hard for you, especially if head coach Todd Bowles wants to throw these blitzes as many times as he does. We need to make sure that our secondary can cover guys on the back end. And now for the offense for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I really do think that bringing back wide receiver Chris Godwin is big, but now this wide receiver room is stacked with the two rookies that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were able to draft in the 2025 NFL Draft, including in the first round at pick number 19, where they did draft the Ohio State wide receiver Emeka Egbuka from the national champion Ohio State Buckeyes. And this was a surprise pick from a lot of draft experts by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because they've already got wide receivers Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and also Jalen McMillan, who they drafted last year in the 2024 NFL Draft. But Emeka Egbuka is the most NFL ready wide receiver coming out of the draft, and he most certainly has impressed during training camp as we head into the new season. Him and one of the new other key additions, that is receiver Tez Johnson out of the University of Oregon. He should most definitely help out in the return game, which definitely needs some improvement for this Tampa Bay Buccaneers roster. But this offense looks stacked, especially with what they ranked last year. If they can stay healthy this year, this Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense can be a top 5 offense this season. I really do believe that. but they're going to be without all-pro left tackle Tristan Wirfs, at least for the first game of the season, if not for at least a couple of games to start this season out as he recovers from knee surgery that he had this offseason. So we'll see how the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are able to do without their all-pro left tackle to start the season. But guys, we go over my record predictions for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this upcoming season. I think their floor is 10-7, especially when you look at their schedule and who their home opponents are and their away opponents, with their away schedule away from home looking a little bit tougher than their home schedule. But I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are definitely going to be able to contend for a playoff spot and obviously contend to win the division this year, with their floor being at 10-7. But I got their ceiling all the way at 12-5. I really do think that this is possible for this Tampa Bay Buccaneers football team, and they look like a legitimate Super Bowl contender with all the big key pieces that they have, not only on this offense but also on defense. And if the Buccaneers can stay healthy, mind you, this is a big key part of this, I really do think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be one of the top teams, not only in the NFC conference but also in the NFL, contending for a Super Bowl this year. I really do believe that. Now guys, my MVP candidate for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this year, of course I gotta go with quarterback Baker Mayfield. After what he was able to do last season and the numbers he was able to put up, I really do think Baker Mayfield could be in contention for the MVP award by the end of the year of the 2025 NFL season. But we'll have to see if Baker Mayfield can tone it down on the turnovers and stop throwing interceptions, because even though he's thrown the third most touchdown passes over the last couple of seasons, he's also thrown a lot of interceptions, which I think ranks top 5 in the league as far as INTs. So we've got to balance that out if you're Baker Mayfield, but I really do think he will be a legit MVP candidate this year if he can stay healthy and tone down on the turnovers. And guys, as far as my breakout star this upcoming year, you know I got to go with running back Bucky Irving. That's right, guys. Now, this guy already broke out last year, but heading into this season, I really do think Bucky Irving could really compel himself to be a top 10 running back this year. I really do think that's a possibility for Bucky Irving, who I call the human joystick. This guy can move around and juke on a dime, definitely breaking ankles all season long. I expect big things from Bucky Irving, and it's also been reported that they're possibly going to try to work him a little bit more, not only in the passing game, but try to get him more touches in that backfield. And a lot of people in the organization believe that Bucky Irving could be the guy to carry the load for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense if they wanted him to. But don't forget about running back Rachaad White. These two guys are creating one of the best 1-2 punches in the backfield of any NFL team heading into this year. But you also can't forget about running back Sean Tucker, the third string running back, who also showed when he's given a chance to shine, he most certainly will be able to do it on the ground game for this Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense. So I'm really excited to see what running back Bucky Irving can do this upcoming season. He's my breakout star for this upcoming 2025 NFL season for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then also, guys, my impact player on defense has to be Antoine Winfield Jr. That's right, guys. Hopefully the all-pro safety can return back to form where he was just a few seasons ago as one of the top safeties in the NFL. And he's got to stay healthy this year, because as far as Antoine Winfield goes, that's how far this defense is going to go. Because if he stays healthy, with him being a key piece and a big leader on this defense, and linebacker Levante David, I think having him back and those two guys should definitely help this defense get a lot better than what it was last year, especially with that 29th ranked pass defense. The Buccaneers have got to get better defending the pass, because I think a lot of teams this year are going to be having to throw the ball against the Buccaneers in order to stay in games or to beat the Bucs, because let's face it, that rush defense has been very, very good from that Todd Bowles defense over the last few years. But guys, my biggest addition for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers from this offseason has got to be pass rusher Hassan Reddick. He's the wild card in all of this, especially for the defense. And if he can return to form like we seen from Hassan Reddick a couple of years ago when he was with the Philadelphia Eagles, then I really do think Reddick could be a big guy that most certainly will help improve this pass rush for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers heading into the 2025 NFL season. And guys, let me know in the comments, what do you guys think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers upcoming 2025 NFL season looks like? Do you guys think the Buccaneers are Super Bowl contenders, NFC South contenders? Will they be able to make the playoffs? I most certainly have my Tampa Bay Buccaneers as one of the top teams, not only in the NFC, but also in all of football and all the NFL. I think the Tampa Bay Bucs are legitimate Super Bowl contenders this year, and we'll have to just sit and wait and find out. But guys, don't don't forget to check out Tim Reynolds Show's live play-by-play for every single Tampa Bay Buccaneers football game this year. I can't wait to bring you guys all the live play-by-play action for each football Sunday right here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show, Tampa Bay Buccaneers superfan, and let's go! The 2025 NFL season is here, ladies and gentlemen. Please make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out more of my football content all season long right here on Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. Peace out, everybody, and thanks for hanging out here on the channel and checking out this 2025 NFL Tampa Bay Buccaneers season preview. Appreciate you guys. Peace out and have a wonderful day.